everybody, and welcome back. It's Donna. And I'm back here to do a quick check-in for Weight Watchers. I haven't checked in a few weeks. I've been busy doing craft videos, which I enjoy doing too. Um, but I thought I'd give you an update on as to where we are at, or where I am at with the Weight Watchers. I went this morning and I lost a pound. So I am now at the lowest I have been. So it is continuing to go down. I had previously gained, I think, 6/10 of a pound. So I took that off and some more to be at my lowest weight. So this is good. I'm happy with it. I need to get a little bit more involved. I've kind of slacked off on a few things, mainly keeping track of what I'm eating. I think I mentioned before, after a while, you tend to eat a lot of the same things. So you kind of say, well, I already know how much this is. But I found myself picking this past week. And picking is deadly, because picking is, you never know how many points you're picking, depending on what it is you're picking. So you need to really keep your hands out of whatever you're making, and just eat what you're supposed to be eating. There's been a little bit of a struggle lately for two reasons, basically. As I mentioned before, one of the three people that we went together as a trio um, broke her hip, and has not been able to go back on a regular basis, and now has gone back up to Massachusetts for the rest of the summer. So she won't be there. And the other young lady that I went with fell at a friend's house on wet tile outside of a pool, and badly damaged her knee and has had arthroscopic surgery. And so she hasn't been going. And, it's kind of like you use that as a support system. We each go to each other when you don't feel like it. Oh, I haven't lost anything, or I just don't want to go today. We'd always kind of talk it up to each other, and we'd all end up going. So that's one thing. And the second thing is our regular leader, had to resign because of health problems in her family. And this has been very difficult. When you get someone that you feel very connected to, that you feel is giving you good information, is giving you good support, makes you want to come, makes you want to stay for the meeting, and then that person isn't there anymore, it kind of throws you back a step. And it's like anytime a group reorganizes, the group moves backwards until they get to a certain level and then can move forward. For instance, if you have new board members elected every year, the whole board is kind of reorganizing for that first month or so until they feel comfortable with the people that are sitting around the table. So I understand that. I have just not been, shouldn't say this really, but I have not been happy with those who have been taking her place. And it could be just because I didn't want somebody to take her place, but I've been in the classes that these other ladies have done before, and it's really why I chose the class that I chose, because I preferred to be with Sue than to be with some of the other folks. So I must tell you that the last two times that I went to Weight Watchers, that I did go regularly, I did not stay for the meeting. Now, I think that is another issue that I need to address. In fact, this morning I had to go out of town early, and I didn't get to the meeting until it was probably 10 minutes from the end of it, so I didn't bother to go in. And I think that that's a mistake, because you need to hear and to feel the camaraderie and to feel the support and the stories and the other struggles of the other people in the room. It really does make a difference. So I'm hoping that next week, I'm going to try a different meeting next week. There is another meeting that happens on Saturday morning at a different location, and just see if I feel comfortable there. This other young lady that hurt her knee and had surgery is going to be going off on a trip for 2 weeks anyway, so it gives me an opportunity to kind of look around, as you might say. So anyway, I was happy to lose the pound. I thought I had gone up earlier in the week. I don't know how you feel about it, and I know some people feel they do not want to be a quote slave to the scale. Um, they never weigh themselves. Or I remember when I first went to Weight Watchers, they kind of said, weigh yourself once a week. Well, I'm one of these that weighs myself every single morning at the same time, wearing the same clothes. And for me, it works. For me, it gives me an impetus to say, well, what I did yesterday seems to be okay, or I need to be better than I was yesterday. What did I do that was not right yesterday that made this change? But you have to also understand that the scale can fluctuate very easily, 1 to 2 pounds up or down. Well, I would maybe not 2 pounds, but at least a pound, pound and a half, up or down, in a heartbeat, depending on a lot of factors, whether you're holding fluid or anything like that. So, but for me, I'm very comfortable with it. Let me know in the comments how you all feel about weighing yourself every day. Um, the other thing is that I did find that fish is metabolized very well in my body. And when I feel like I need to jumpstart myself, I have fish dinner. And I might have them 2 nights in a row. And it really does seem to jumpstart my metabolism and helps me get back on track. Exercise has been off and on, sporadic. We've had a lot of company in the past week, and I find that I was cooking good things, and I really kind of looked at the food I was making and said, this is regular food. You're not making anything special. Because many nights I make 2 meals. My husband might have spaghetti and meatballs, and I wasn't eating spaghetti, so I didn't have spaghetti and meatballs. I made something else up for me. But if you just eat in moderation and you have a little dish of spaghetti and meatballs with a nice great big salad, there's probably nothing wrong with that. Once you count your points. And if I made a casserole like I did last week, it was called chicken cordon bleu, and I'll share that recipe with you sometime. You can make it fairly light. I think it was like 8 points per serving. It wasn't bad at all. But I can eat a serving of that and feel with the company and feel that I've enjoyed the same meal that they have. And I think that's a very important thing to do when you're trying to change a lifestyle. It's not a diet. It's a change in your lifestyle. So as long as I can get my picking under control, I think we'll just keep going in the right direction. We are going in the right direction. And I'm close to 45 pounds. And I will have not too many to go after that before I am under 200 pounds. And because I was way over 200 pounds. And so I think that will be a milestone. But that's got some time yet to go. Probably not before maybe the end of the year, maybe November, because I still have some to take off. So anyway, it's nice that I can go into the store here in Florida and pick up a pair of, I guess you call them athletic wear. They're the tight leggings type of thing, only they're capri length, and a nice long shirt, and go out and look like a normal person. Really kind of fun. So anyway, that's my check-in for today. Um, I'm probably going to be back again probably tomorrow with another craft video because I can't stand it any longer. I've got to start working on fall. I have worked on fall, and if you've all followed any of my craft videos, you'll see I did a wreath, a couple of wreaths, and a candle ring. I need to do some other internal decorating things, and then I need to start with some wreaths for sale. Uh, so anyway, we'll get back to that, and I'll probably see you all tomorrow. I think you can see the candle ring back on my bed, and believe it or not, inside that bag is Dollar Tree, and it's more pumpkins because I just have such a need for pumpkins. I'm looking for um, regular size pumpkin, not huge, but sort of like I don't know, maybe a 12-inch, a 10-inch, and an 8-inch type of thing. Our Michaels, whoever is working um, the flower arranging area and the decorating area, is actually very, very talented. And I did see one um, thing there that is probably that is much larger on a scale than I would ever do. But it used, I think, 3 pumpkins. But it started with a big pumpkin and went up this way, and then each pumpkin had floral arrangements coming out of them. Gosh, and I think it was. Going to think it was close to $200. So I think, I can't make anything on that scale because I don't have that kind of room to display something like that. But anyway and anyhow, I digress from the Weight Watchers, but it's all part and parcel. You keep your mind occupied and it keeps your mouth closed. So if I keep myself occupied with a hobby, if you remember a few weeks back, one of the things that Weight Watchers was telling us was to find me time, and that finding me time helps you stay calm and focused and keeps you on the track and keeps you positive in your thoughts. So I'm very happy with where I'm at. I'm going to continue, and I'll see you again probably in a day or two for a craft video, and then again next week, hopefully, to check in from Weight Watchers. So have a great afternoon. This is Saturday afternoon. I'm going to try to get this up now as soon as I finish it. And so have a great Saturday. Have a great rest of the weekend. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.